Hey there, Sanka, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome back to another amazing video. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that is close to me, and I think it's one that everybody who's interested in pursuing further ilm should be talking about. It's pretty much how should I pursue ilm and how should I further my knowledge in Islamic studies. So, without any further ado, let's get this video started. So, Assalamu everybody. So, guys, this document that you're seeing right here is one that myself and a few other people have been working on, and this will be continuously improved over the next, inshallah, some few months until we feel like it's a confident database, and then we can potentially look at what we want to do next with it. This document is somewhat ready. I'll say it's a beta version right now, and this beta version is put in place to help Muslims across, North America or just in general across the world who might be interested in understanding how do we pursue further ilm. Like we've studied 16 years for this dunya, but nothing for the akhirah. Not even a month cumulative over our life we spent on akhirah. And that all being said, how can we say deen dunya balance? I talked about this deen dunya balance. Like I'll link a video up here. There's no such like I'm like we want to talk about deen dunya balance, but we want to go Jannatul Firdaus. How do you go Jannatul Firdaus when you have a deen dunya going at the same time? So you have to be focused on your akhirah. So at least get some knowledge or the base foundations of Islamic studies, or try to get it. Anyway, so this document, as you guys can see, has multiple tabs, and each tab has its own data pointer. And I will link this document in the description below, inshallah, so you guys can view it and see, whichever way you want to use it with. Now, this document has a lot of details on here and has been worked on from multiple people, so try not to misuse it. Okay, so this document has been built to help Muslims interested in Islamic knowledge. The data on here is put together to help you and others potentially find the right solution for you. This document will give you an initial understanding of what is out there. You will have to do your own research to finalize what is best for you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you know your situation the best. Some people can't afford certain things, some people can't make certain moves. So you have to find out for yourself what is the best thing. If you want to add to this data, or you want to contact the initial researcher, please email thinkalogorich, which is this channel's email. The potential subjects study outline is a chart, which right here we're talking about. I'll show you very soon. Is a chart to help give initial guidance to what you may have to study. You can use this to study on your own and shift it to your liking, or you can join an institution and they will most likely structure something out like this anyways for 4 to 7 years. There are more than 8 people who have added to this document. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless them and give them the highest place in Jannah, and may this document be a sadaqah jariyah for them. Ameen. And more than that, we have 5 talib ilm / ulama who I have been contacted or I have been talking to over the last few I would say weeks in adding onto this document. There's still people adding onto this document as we speak, and inshallah when this video comes out there'll still be people adding onto this document. And if you want to add on to this document, just email me. Inshallah, I will be able to add you. Advice from ulama before you get started is always fear Allah. This is the first thing. Taqwa. Correct your niyyah, which is very important, is why you're doing this. Because, there is also a lot of people who get in for the wrong reason. For, the respect of this dunya. For people to say, oh, wow, he's a Maulvi, he's a Alim, he's a Maulana, he's a Mufti. So be very careful of that. Do not rush into anything, as this is a serious commitment. Have a plan, but also be flexible to adjust as needed. And the reason why I'm saying this is because certain ulama have said this, because sometimes certain universities may contact back after a few years after you have started. So for example, you might even be already studying fiqh level 1, 2, 3, whereas all of a sudden you get like, one of the universities you applied to 2 years ago reach out to you and say, oh yeah, I mean, you want to join, you can join now. And you'll be like, well, I'm like already done 10%, 15%. So be flexible. This is very important. This is actually the teachings from few from like times of Sahaba and Tabi'in. First, seek permission from your parents before starting. This is very important because they do have a haqq upon you, and obviously majority of our parents will be more like they'll be happy that we're looking into this. So, but yes, talk to them about it. Only take knowledge from those who have knowledge. This is very important. This is like a cusp of like all ilm, regardless of whoever you go to, regardless of what you're studying, dunya or deen. If someone doesn't have knowledge, do not go to them to learn. Obviously, look at ulama who have studied under respected ulama, respected institutions, and then who are they connected and who are they connected to, and what is the ilm set that they're doing. Jazakallah khair and good luck. Okay, so that's like this is a preface for your document before you get started. So potential subjects to study. Look, man, I'll be honest. I couldn't find a solution. I really wanted to know what do you actually study to become an alim, or what do you actually study to get a BA in Islamic studies. And so I went on this deep research and trying to find out, and I found out a few places where they do talk about it. And this is, I would say, a simplified compilation of that. You have etiquette of seeking knowledge as one of the first things that people learn from. Then there's Arabic. You need to know Arabic. This is very important. And this we're talking about proper Fusha Arabic, which is the Quranic Arabic, the same Arabic the majority of the books from Sahih al-Bukhari, the original documentations were put together. Obviously, you're not going to get 100% at it, but enough that you can understand the Quran and stuff like that. There's there's Al-Madina book. There's a few other also. I mean, but Al Madina book is known to be the base. There's fiqh. There's a lot of level of fiqh and a lot of different subjects within fiqh. And there's more than this, as I've heard. I could be wrong, but here is what I found majority of the times. The madhabs, fiqh al-ibadah, worship, business law, family law, principles of jurisprudence, asul fiqh of that, inheritance, criminal law, and legal maxims. So this is really, really important. There's Aqidah, creed, has multiple, levels that you need to study. The Seerah of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Speaking of about which, I should show you guys a book, which I recommend. Inshallah, that will be another video. There's tafsir, there's hadith, there's memorization of the Quran. And the reason why I said this is because, yes, in modern day times, it has not been a mandatory thing where to become a alim or to become a ulama or even a mufti, I believe I could be wrong. You do not need to be a hafiz. But I would say personally, memorization of the Quran with tajweed and qiraat are very important. Dawah and duat work, which is like, giving people invitation to Islam. This is what you see, those Ali Dawah, Muhammad Hijab, these guys doing. Teaching of Islamic studies, Islamic history, contemporary Dawah. There's research, Islamic civilization, Islamic research treatise, which means pretty much how do you compile the analysis on a decision, right? So things like that. Okay, so this is pretty much majority of it. I would say this top is majority of what you're going to be studying. Now, I'm going to take you through the document, and you guys will see what the document has. And I hope you guys can get something from this and some motivation, because there's a lot of solutions out there if you want to learn Islam, right? If you want to learn about, you don't have to do all this stuff, right? This is the whole thing this document is there for, is to help you understand what's out there, understand, how you can make your own journey and all this stuff. This is just a starting point, and you can take on this and build upon it. So Islamic courses locally in Canada, I've read it at all the universities because I personally would not recommend, my personal opinion and some other people's opinion, is that yes, we would not recommend you getting your basic single course knowledge or even full knowledge from universities, especially secular universities. Anywho, there is some providers of just few courses here and there. Seekers Guidance, Al Maghrib, Al Huda. Al Huda is mainly for women. Islamic Institute of Toronto, School of Islamic Legacy Canada, Ottawa Islamic School, Al Rashid's Islamic Institute, Al Azhar Academy of Canada, Darul Uloom Canada. There's a few more, and as I was saying, there's going to be added onto here. And if you look at this document, you're like, where's my school? Yanni just messaged me. I'm looking for people to add onto this document. Help us out. Next is institutionalized courses. We're talking about Alim. We're talking about ulama. We're talking Alim or Alima course or BA in Islamic Studies. Al Rashid Center. There's Chatham Islamic Center, which is known. It's a big name, especially when it comes to the Darul Uloom community. Al Khalil Institute, Madaniya. Al Huda again, Islamic Foundation of Toronto, Ontario Muslim Academy, I3 Institute. They don't have an Alim program. I may be wrong. I know that they do have a leadership program, which is a 2-year program. Al Nadwa Institute, and there's a few more which we're going to add in here. Then the next thing is Islamic institutions internationally. You can go through this tab yourself. Yani, there's too much. Mashallah, tabarakallah. There's a lot of universities out there. As you can see here, we are at 266 right now, and there's people still adding. Some of these we will be removing. Some of these are duplicates, so be careful. I would say always do your own research regardless, and then get involved. But majority of these should be good because we have a sister, may Allah bless her, working on this specifically. All right. The next is Islamic Courses Canada plus International. This is for online universities. This is a mixture of single courses and proper, like, you got like your Alima and Alima programs. IOU, Knowledge International University, MedIU, Ryan Institute. I mean, you got to go through all of these. There's so many out there. Again, I would say we are updating this document and we are double checking this document and this tab. Just be careful. Just do your own research also. But take this as a starting point, because you might not even know there was Allama Iqbal Open University, or there was online, IOU Islamic Open University online, right? All right. So the next tab is actually my for myself, because I'm traveling, but I'm working on this. This, you can leave this. Inshallah, there's a lot of stuff that can be done. You can learn Arabic, fiqh, aqidah, hadith, etiquettes of seeking knowledge, sirah, dawah, and duat, and all of these you can do in multiple different countries. As long as you have Arabic, then you can sit in the feet of the best ulama across the world. You can talk about Morocco, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Turkey, in Syria, in Yemen, in Mauritania, all these beautiful Sudan, all these beautiful countries. And I'm sorry if I'm forgetting, or your country forgetting, in a very big ulama in certain countries. So once you know Arabic, you're good. So, and I'm honestly, alhamdulillah, linked with brothers who are traveling. And if you brothers are watching this, may Allah bless you guys. You guys are amazing, and may Allah honestly make it easy for you in whatever you're doing. Okay, the next are books, and this is actually taken from one of the brothers who was actually doing the travel, and he's saying these are some of the books that you can use to increase your knowledge if you want to do it on your own time, type of thing. But what I have said is must do is study under an ulama, regardless of what you think your knowledge is, or how high you are in wisdom. If you're not studying under an ulama, you're gonna have a difficult time, and you might even be go in a path which is not the best, because when you're doing singular knowledge, you are not able to connect the 10 different other things about that singular knowledge. For example, if you're just studying, let's say, fiqh, well, what about the hadith that is linked to this fiqh? What about the tafsir that's linked to this fiqh, right? Let's say you're talking about specifically fiqh about inheritance, right? So obviously they're going to mention them, but there's going to be certain things that certain ulama will know better, because they've been through life, they have wisdom, and on top of that they have the knowledge of the rest of these things, right? So study under an alim, or an ulama, or a maulana, or a mufti, who's going to help you. At the end of the day, just bracket them all under ulama, whatever you want to call them, an ustad of a sort, and they'll help you. So this is pretty much the document that we have as of now. This will be in the description below. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Also reach out to me if you want to add to this document, and if you think there's certain things missing, bismillah, I am more than happy to accept whatever you guys think is missing. But obviously I'm not going to just add anything. I'm going to see what you're saying, and I'm going to link it with an ulama, and if the ulama says yes, it's a good thing to add, and we will, inshallah. If you want to make a secondary document to this for not just Canada but all other countries, like especially Western countries like UK, because these things are not known in Western countries, right? Like UK is still much better. America, New Zealand, Australia, blah blah blah, Sweden, especially Sweden. Then this is good stuff for the local youth there, because right now our youth is focusing on the wrong things. There's a lot of you doing things that we need to lead them towards the right path, obviously from the rahmah and from the blessings of Allah. All right, guys, I hope you guys like this. Let me know in the comments. Check out my other social media, and as always, take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.